worth 1,000 words. The Mona Lisa got recreated. Beautiful! Bang! Look at that. Who got her own rebound?
Anyone know what butter pecan means?
It's provocative. It gets the people going. Butter pecan! Bang! Me throw numero uno. Bang! Me throw numero dos. No bueno. A hook and hope into a me bound. Held up with a chuck and duck. Sponsored by your local brick supplier.
Is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why the Atlanta Dreamers are playing their home games at the Westside YMCA in Atlanta? If they're lucky, the Dreamers get to upgrade their facilities to the local Boys and Girls Club, which seats approximately 36 people. It's not hard to figure out why. Who in the hell wants to pay to watch this garbage? Who in the hell wants to waste their time watching Angel Reese find a way to look unathletic while trying to shoot free throws? Uncle KC, that's not true. The Dreamers have been playing home games in the State Farm Arena. That arena is used for the NBA. Over the weekend, Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dreamers were at home against the Golden State Vikings. Angel Reese, who the mainstream media claims is a huge star. The Golden State Vikings, I cannot name a single player on the Golden State Vikings, although to their credit, the Vikings did make history last night. They participated in a pretend basketball game that featured one of the lowest scores in the history of basketball. 111 points in one game. Now, that is not one team scoring 111 points. Hell, with the complete lack of athleticism in this league, it takes the average pretend basketball team 8 quarters to reach 111 points. The final score, though, last night between the Golden State Vikings and the Washington Mythicals, 62-49. Someone please explain to me how that qualifies as professional basketball. Anyway, last weekend, as normal people were celebrating the 4th of July, Angel Reese was attempting to play basketball against the Golden State Vikings. Take a look at this so-called arena. It looks like they set up a pretend basketball court in the middle of Walmart. Doesn't look like a gym, it looks like a warehouse. My inside sources, they are telling me that the supersized cucumbers and fresh produce, it's located right next to the make-believe basketball court. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but in the last few weeks, the mainstream media has been strangely silent. During the first month of the WNBA season, the media was obsessing over the matriarch of me-bounds. But over the last few weeks, the media has conveniently been overlooking Angel Reese. I wonder why. Uncle KC is about to tell you why, but first, let's go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at BuzzBlocker. One of the best things about summer is being outside. One of the worst is dealing with the mosquitoes. A few weeks ago, I was outside grilling after a storm, and the mosquitoes were absolutely relentless. That's why I have started using BuzzBlocker. BuzzBlocker has become part of my routine, just like putting on sunscreen before you go outside to be in the sun. What I like most about BuzzBlocker is it's made with an all-organic ingredients and it is DEET-free. I use it before grilling in the evening, sitting on the patio, or just spending time in the yard by the pool, and it has made a huge difference in how much I enjoy being outdoors. BuzzBlocker is not only effective in dealing with mosquitoes, it's also effective dealing with ticks. And here's the best part. BuzzBlocker comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with it, you get your money back. No hassle, no questions asked. So enjoy summer without letting mosquitoes and ticks ruin it by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL to receive 10% off your first purchase with BuzzBlocker. You know, I almost feel bad for Angel Reese, almost. Her pretend friends in the media, they have forgotten about her. Her pretend friends in the media are conveniently overlooking her latest dominant run of missed layups. But that's okay. Uncle KC has not forgotten about the matriarch of me-bounds. As always, Uncle KC is here to give Angel Reese the attention that she desires. But the question is, why has the mainstream media suddenly forgotten about Angel Reese? She is still doing what she does best. Angel Reese is still clapping back at the haters. So, why has the media neglected her? Sophie Cunningham, who is a role player, Sophie Cunningham isn't even a starter, and she is going mainstream with memes. Poor Angel Reese, she is struggling to generate headlines with local media in Atlanta. With Caitlin Clark, the media will provide coverage whether it is positive or negative. They damn sure like to provide coverage when it's negative. But with Angel Reese, it seems to be different. And it's the same thing with Paige Beckers. You see, when Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dreamers are thriving, the media coverage is relentless. Remember the first month of the season when the Atlanta Dreamers were dominating pretend basketball? The media, they were on their knees worshiping their queen. Have you seen Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dreamers? Wowzer! They are 12-4 in the first 16 games. The Dreamers are the best team in the league, and Angel Reese is leading them with dominant performances. Our queen has finally arrived. Reese is the champion, my friends, and she'll keep on trying till layups go in. Early in the season, some were claiming that Angel Reese was in the conversation for MVP, most valuable pretender. But all of a sudden, the media has been strangely silent. Why? Because Angel Reese and the Dreamers are on a 5-game losing streak. Now, in fairness to the Dreamers, 3 of those 5 losses came against the Golden State Vikings. Based on their 15-7 record, I would assume the Vikings are one of the best teams in a league filled with incredibly bad basketball teams. But one of those losses was against the Washington Mythicals, a team that failed to score 50 points last night, and the other loss was against the Seattle Spankers. At 6 wins, their win total equals their average hourly wage. Even though the Dreamers' season seems to be collapsing, Angel Reese, she's not worried about it. Her confidence hasn't been shaken. After their latest loss to the Vikings on Saturday, Angel Reese told the one reporter who bothered to show up to the post-game press conference, "I ain't worried. Building a championship contender, it's not supposed to be easy. Building a championship culture, it's not gonna be easy. I ain't worried about them haters." At the WNBA level, when has Angel Reese been a part of a championship culture? When has Angel Reese been responsible for building a winning culture? Hell, 2 years in Chicago, she couldn't build a winning team. Under the leadership of Angel Reese, the Chicago Bravado couldn't win a damn game. The only thing Angel Reese built in Chicago was insurmountable debt for the organization because they couldn't convince anyone to pay to see her play. You know, Angel Reese kind of reminds me of Zion Williamson. Now, to her credit, Angel Reese is in much better shape, much better conditioning. This season, she has been incredibly reliable. You don't have to worry about Angel Reese missing games. But on the court, she's similar to Zion Williamson. On paper, Zion looks great. Throughout his NBA career, Zion averages 24 points, 6 rebounds, around 4 assists. Like Angel Reese, the media used to describe Zion Williamson as a game changer. But if you've watched Zion Williamson as much as I have, then you know he is not an impact player. 7 years in the NBA, Zion Williamson has never developed a jump shot. Now, I'm not talking about threes. 7 years in the league, and this dude can't shoot mid-range jumpers. Zion is dominant as long as he can drive to the left side of the paint. Once you build a defensive wall, Zion is essentially helpless. He doesn't rebound, doesn't play defense. More importantly, Zion Williamson has absolutely no impact on winning. 7 years in the NBA, 0 playoff games. I remember 3 or 4 years ago, Zion was having the best season of his NBA career. Going into January, the Pelicans were the #1 seed in the Western Conference. City of New Orleans, along with the organization, they were celebrating like the Pelicans had actually won something when the reality was they hadn't won a damn thing. The first 6 weeks of this season, the Atlanta Dreamers, they were being celebrated. Angel Reese was being celebrated as an impact player. I told you, haters, my Angel is a winner. But like Zion, Angel Reese remains undeveloped. 3 years in the WNBA, no mid-range shot. She damn sure has no three-point shot. This season, Angel Reese is shooting 9% from 3. Stephen A. Smith could be blindfolded and shooting only with his left hand, and he could make 1 out of 10 three-point shots. Just like her rookie season, Angel Reese uses her size to play defense and collect rebounds. That's it. That is the extent of her game, which is fine. There is nothing wrong with being a role player. Zion Williamson would be a great third option on a championship roster. Same with Angel Reese. But the difference is, Zion Williamson is no longer treated as a superstar player. And the mainstream media, they continue to pretend that Angel Reese is a star. On paper, she looks great. 15 points, 12 rebounds, with half of those being me-bounds. But the Angel Reese we see today, pretty much the same as the Angel Reese that we saw in her rookie season. There's been no development. There has been minimal improvement. Angel Reese is a role player disguised as a star. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.